Hey guys, welcome to Abbie's Auras, or welcome back if you've been here before. Please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Hey guys, so this video is all about having your supportive team around you. And when I say team, I mean whether it's friends, family, like online friends, groups, videos on YouTube, things like that. So I'm going to explain it a little bit more. So let's say the 5 people, I think the saying is the 5 people that you surround yourself with and you're around most often, that's like who you become. So if you're around people that are maybe not as positive as you, or if they're not in the place that you want to be, you're going to stay with their vibration, because their vibration is like, I think they say that whoever the 5 people you're around, you're on like their level of vibration. So you can only grow so much within that friendship group. So basically, when we go through a spiritual awakening, a lot of people find themselves growing out of friendships because they don't feel like they resonate anymore. They don't feel like they kind of maybe don't even get on anymore. Not in necessarily like, if I don't mean like arguments and things like that, but you just don't see the same views anymore, and it's quite hard to be around the negativity. You'll notice it a lot more, and when you're growing and you're into spirituality and you're wanting to see more positive, you see the world a different way. Not everyone wants to be on the same journey as you, and that's completely fine, because it's their life. They need to do whatever they've want to do. You can't force anyone to be more positive. But basically, sometimes it can get quite hard when you're a lot of people start to feel isolated when they're going through an awakening, or even afterwards as well. But this is just a period that you go through. Once you've been through that period, you've kind of had the hermit mode, you can basically start building your new tribe. Find people that are like-minded, whether it's on the internet, whether it's in your hometown, your country, wherever it is, maybe your family, things like that. Because basically, if you've got other people supporting you and supporting your end goal, let's say, so like if we have a goal where we want to be in our life one day, if the people around you have the same vision for you and are supportive of your goal, it's more of a collective energy, and manifests a lot better, quicker, because when more than one person is on board and has the same vision for you, then it kind of amplifies the vibration for you and your manifestation. But I'm not going to get onto the collective manifesting today. I just want to talk more about your team around you and how important it is to have people around you that you aspire to be like, or that want to come on the journey with you. I have a best friend, shout out to you, not even saying names because it's awkward, but basically she has come along this journey with me completely, like from start to finish. And well, it's not even finished yet, but from start till now. And she started to grow with me, rather than, I see a lot of people, and I talk about it actually quite a lot in my videos, that I want to get to the top, and wherever my end goal is, I want to get there, but I don't want to leave people behind. So I want to help build them too, so they can come with me and we can experience this amazing life together, rather than, hi, I am at the top and like you guys are all down there. I don't really like that view, and I don't like to think like that. That's not how I want to be. So I have had experiences though, I've lost a lot of friendships, and it's completely normal. It's fine. I wish them well, and I never, I don't wish any bad on them. I love them, and yeah, I hope they do well in life, but we just don't have the same views anymore, and it's quite hard to be in that situation where once upon a time you did think the same as them, and you did kind of you was really close with them, you was really friends, but then when you've grown, when one person has grown out of that relationship and sees things in a different way and wants to be more positive, it's quite hard to sometimes to break that friendship, because you feel like you're the nasty one for kind of moving on. And even though that you're not being nasty in any way, it can be quite hard. And I did find myself holding on to toxic relationships because I felt guilty in, I felt like I had to be there for them, and I had to still be their friend. But it was just draining my energy. It was hard to be around because they weren't positive people, because I wasn't a positive person. I was so grumpy all the time. I thought everything was always happening against me, not for me. So, I was in that mindset, but then when I had grown and I had a shift of mindset, I just wasn't resonating with them people anymore. And that's not their fault. That's not my fault. It's just life. It just happens. But basically, yeah, I found it hard, and I had a lot of people around me telling me to break the friendship, because you can only grow so much like with holding on to them friendships. And yeah, it took me a while, but I did it, and then I grew a lot more after that, because I wasn't worrying all the time about offending people. I wasn't around the negative energy and the drama. So yeah, I'm really proud of myself. I don't feel guilty anymore. I did for a long time, but people grow apart, and that's completely fine. But just make sure once you've gotten rid of the toxic relationships out of your life, then you surround yourself with more positive people that are wanting to grow, that are trying to push for similar goals to you. It doesn't have to be the same thing. I just mean that someone that's not wanting, to ever see the world in a different way, or that's wanting to stay in the corporate kind of world. I personally am spiritual and I love work. I love doing work. It's like a thing that I like to do. But I don't want to be working for someone else forever and only getting a certain amount of money a month to then be struggling until I get the next paycheck. That's just not how I want to live my life. And because I don't want to live my life like that, I want to surround myself with people that want to grow with me, and I want to surround myself with people that have fun ideas for business ideas, or whether it's like, oh wow, like I seen like this car that you're trying to manifest, and like it's so pretty, and like things like that. Like I'm not even trying to manifest a car, but I just mean well, one day I know what car I'm having, but I'm going off on one. But basically I just want people that are excited for me, and I'm not always just trying to help others. I want others that are excited for me and are excited to come on the journey, and then I can be like, oh wow, like I seen this and it looks like it would like suit you so much. Or they can be like, oh, I heard about this and like you should like look at this up, it's so interesting. I love my friendship. I have so many friendships. For a long time I felt very lonely because not very many people I'm around are into this type of thing, but slowly people have come along the way with me. And I'm so grateful that now I have strong friendships that I can talk to in a way that I'm going to get the answers that are not toxic. Because I want an answer to something. Maybe most of the time I don't ask questions because I ask it and I try and do it myself. But if I want to ask a question to someone, I don't want the answer where it's kind of like seeing everything in a negative way. Like, I want solution focus and I want a positive outcome. I don't want to just stay for the next best thing and just be like, oh yeah, sure, just wait it out. Or like, say in a relationship, for example, I've been in, like, long time ago, like in my past, where I've been in a toxic relationship. If I was in one right now and I was to ask my friends, like, oh, like, this is happening, like, what can I do? Like, I don't understand what's happening. Because when you're in them, you don't realise. But then as a friend, they should be able to give you good advice and support and just, like, explain things in a good way, rather than, oh, like, leave him, like, he's so toxic and, like, he's putting you down, like, you're never in the wrong, like, things like that. I think, no, look at the proper picture. Leave him, yes, because you should never be with anyone toxic, but then do some inner work and focus on yourself, and will, like, help support you and help, like, find out the root of the problem and then remove it, and then we can live our best lives together. Like, you don't need anyone, you should love yourself first, so you should never allow people to treat you like this. So I don't know, that's just like the kind of scenario that came up in my head. So I want people around me that will be positive if I have a problem, and then be like, oh wow, let's, like, try and see how we can solve it together, rather than, like, kind of just being like, oh, okay, leave him and then we'll go out on a night out and get completely wasted. Like, things like that. So yeah, anyway, when you're around positive people and you're all got the same type of mindset, it helps a lot, because you can throw ideas off each other, you can grow together. When you have something that comes into your life and you're excited about it, they can support you without feeling, like, kind of envious, or like, I'm like, how annoying has she got, like, a job in this, or if she's got a sale in that. Like, you don't want, there's enough abundance to go around everyone. And if I want something and I don't have it yet and my friend has it, I'm going to be so supportive and so excited for them, because we should all support each other. We're all trying to get to the same place. So I like to help each other out. And the stronger friendships you have, and you can build memories along the way. You don't want to just be like, oh, I want to be rich and live in this mansion. Like, who are you going to live in the mansion with? Like, what are you going to spend your money on? Because you're going to have no friends. You need to make sure you're building strong friendship groups that support you and have good intentions for you. So I hope that wasn't too much of a ramble, but I really, really think it's such an important topic, because I know that it's so common to go through the period of time where you do feel very isolated and alone. So I'm going to go onto a few tips on how to get these friendships, because I know that there are, if there's no one in your area that likes the same thing, then there's not really much you can do about, like, physical, like, going to meet someone. So there's loads of Facebook groups, there's loads of Instagram pages that you can join. I have a Facebook group and page. I always put it in the description box below, so I will obviously have mine there. But just join things like that where there is supportive people, and you can always write on them, and kind of, if you have any questions, or, just, like, inbox them as a friend. Like, I've seen people, and I've actually done it with a client, where if they're trying to, like, manifest a partner, then people, like, text each other pretending to be them, like, so they can, if they're in, like, maybe an upset mood, then they can text them pretending, and you can pretend you're having, like, a text, like chat with your partner that you're trying to manifest, and it helps kind of calm the mind. I've seen people do that. That's quite funny. So you can do things like that, like form friendship groups without wanting too much out of it other than just the friendship and like you know, the memories. So don't just go into it and be like, oh, I hope I can be friends with these so they can teach me and coach me for everything. Like, have the friendship to help them, and then they can inspire you too. Like, you don't just always have to take from people. So there's Facebook groups, Instagram pages, I've got a Facebook page and group. There's also, you know, like even these YouTube videos, watching these all the time, like I comment below and I always message back to everyone that comments, but just surround yourself with whatever you aspire to be. Surround yourself with people and like just watch videos of everything that you want. I like sometimes watch videos on YouTube at you know, like farmhouses, because I absolutely love farmhouses, but like I don't like the old type. I like the nice modern with the big tall glass windows. So sometimes when I'm feeling like bored is not a very good vibration to give off, because it's just a waste of your energy. So I always go on there and I'm like looking at all these beautiful houses, because it inspires me to do better in my life so I can have a house like that. So I am going to go, and because my voice is going again, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I will see you tomorrow.